Welcome in, TarHeel Nation. This is the TarHeel Herald coming at you with another one for the defensive outlook of 2021. First, like, comment, subscribe. Really helps the channel. Let's get into it. Okay. Biggest questions gonna be the same as last year. What is the defensive line gonna look like? Well, first off, the defensive line last year was basically what we thought it was. This year, I don't think anyone is going to have a grasp on what this is going to be like, because we have everybody returning pretty much. I mean, there may be a few guys that got some snaps in there that I don't know that's not returning, but Tamon Fox, Raymond Vahasic, Jaleel Taylor, that was all the starters. Then you had the outside linebackers that didn't really play too much, but they do get some time in there on certain packages. Tyrone Hopper and Chris Collins all coming back. Then Kamen Rucker, Kevin Hester Jr., Miles Murphy, Desmond Evans. Then you're going to have KBJ, Pinder. Then you're even going to have the freshmen. Who knows if they even get in there? You got Keyshawn Silver, Ritzy. I mean, there is so much. Now, here is my thought. Now, I'm going out on a limb. I think what we're going to do is more of a... It's technically called the 2-4-6. I don't know what the term is, if it has a real name for it, but 2-4-3, 2 down linemen. Then you have outside linebackers, even though our defensive ends are our outside linebackers. Like you have Tamon Fox and Desmond Evans are outside linebackers. So then, of course, you got Tyrone Hopper and Chris Collins, who are also outside linebackers. So you may see, and they're going to be rushing on the edge as well sometimes, especially Desmond Evans. He's better when he's rushing on the edge. And I think we're going to have a lot more options so that we can finally have some people who can rush the passer. Boy, we did not get any sacks unless it was a linebacker almost. And Tamon Fox got the most, and he's technically a linebacker. So, yeah, technically he was on the line a lot, but the man's 6'3", 255. He's only 20 pounds heavier than an inside linebacker. So, whether or not you want to call him a defensive end, a linebacker, whatever, he's listed as an outside linebacker, and he got 6 sacks. But we need people with hands in the grounds getting pressures and sacks. So I don't think anyone can guess who's going to be starting, at least until spring gets going, and hopefully we can see a blue on white game to see how this defensive line is. But there's a lot of options, I'll say that. Okay, so the only guy we're missing is Chaz Surratt. And boy, am I excited to see his replacement. Eugene Asante looked amazing in the Orange Bowl, and I can't praise him enough. His first full game, and the man got 7 more tackles than the rest of the team. He got 12 tackles. One was a tackle for loss, I believe. And I think most of them were solos. I think there was 5 solos. So, he's already looking spectacular out there. Cannot wait to see Eugene. Then, of course, you got the vet, Jeremiah. He's coming back. Can't wait to see those two just destroy the middle. Hopefully he can step up his pass protection because he has gotten burnt a lot. Or safeties really got to help him out. Really got to help him out. So one of the two. And then, of course, probably going to be, which it's hard to say this because it's been a while that you can say something like this, but our secondary is probably going to be our best position next year. And it has been so long because the first year in 2019 with Mac Brown, we had a decent depth, but we were plagued by injuries. Then this year, we had good depth, very good depth at secondary. And then we got opt-outs. We had injuries and a indefinite suspension. So, and I think that was around 5 to 6 guys taken out of the equation. So our depth was really tough. But who is coming back are all the best guys that were out and who were in. We got Tony Grimes, Trey Morrison as a senior, and then you got Don Chapman, Cameron Kelly, Kyler McMichael, and Jaquarius Conley. I mean, as long as we have, depth helping us out, which we got a lot of freshmen coming in, as long as we can keep a few of these guys, I know a few left. I think, I can't remember who left. I know Patrice Renee left. I don't think Day left. But, with JQ, Kyler, and Tony all on the back positions, corners and nickels, those guys are going to be lights out. JQ is, is a fantastic run type linebacker, safety. He's great at protecting the run. He, especially on those screens and bubbles, man, sniffs those out. And safeties are my only issue. And I've said this before, but I think maybe JQ might go back to safety. We'll have to see. I'm not sure yet, but with Storm Duck coming back, we might see Kyler McMichael move to nickelback and JQ go to safety. So if that happens and it makes this entire thing even better, I'm all for it. So we'll have to see. Hoping for a healthy defense this year. So I'm not really sure what Jay Bateman's going to be cooking up for this year, but like I said, I think he could be doing a technically 2-4-5 setup, which would really go with our talent, and we definitely can find 2 defensive linemen that can consistently switch in and out, 2 guys, and then we got enough outside linebackers to hit that edge, and obviously we can have some defensive linemen come on the edge here and there as well. That's the beauty of having so many guys. But that 2-4 scheme really probably is going to benefit us a lot, and it may be hidden in into a 4-2-6 scheme, 4-2-5 scheme, but either way, it's the same thing. It's just how Jay Bateman wants to make it heavy up front or more pass-oriented or like a linebacker. Hell, he may even run more DBs. Who knows? But I'm saying I think he's going to fluctuate with the front 7 or 8 or 6 or 7. Sorry. But I think he's going to fluctuate with that a lot because he's got a lot of different types of talent in there that he probably wants to use all of it and see what he can do with it. So I'm excited to see what he can muster up, and I assume he's going to make the leap. This might be the year Jay Bateman really shows you how good Jay Bateman is in calling defense with what he has. The first 2 years were just plug and play. He was putting in whatever he had, and I think you're going to see a lot more playing around with what he has instead of just getting what he gets. So that'll be all for today. Thanks for joining in.